Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Cancer, it is Spiritual Success and Activation Week. So we're going to look at what area of your life is the most disheartening, or where you find the biggest block in right now. How is this block shaping the course of your life? What can you activate in your life right now, and how you can address or overcome your worries. So Larry's meowing in the background. I was playing with him. He's found one of my dental picks, and boy, that puppy flies across the floor, and he's having a good time with it. But I told him, well, I gotta do some work now. She's gonna have to play on her own. So he's in the background like, meow, meow. We are gonna use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and I have my Modern Spellcasters Tarot ready to go. Changing up the decks a little bit. Let's see what we got here for you, Cancer. Area of your life you are disheartened about or feel the most blocked in. How this block is shaping the course of your life. What can you activate in your life right now, and how you can address your worries. So many cards. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe it's the energy. No, your energy feels really different from Gemini's. That was a weird energy. Couldn't ground it. All right, area of your life you are disheartened about or feel the most blocked in. Oh my gosh, submission. It's like some sort of sacrifice that you make here. You keep yourself something like locked away. The door is open, right, to the cage? The door is open, but there's a reason that you don't go out. I don't know why I said that. Like maybe you literally aren't going out. This bird is looking like he's looking actually at the other end of the cage, right? He's not even looking at where the door is open. Why? I don't know why. There's some duality here. It's Pisces, right? Like it's Venus in Pisces too. So it's making a sacrifice here. I think you're making a sacrifice. The sacrifice is, you're making it. You're the one making it, but it's like you make it for someone else with that card, with Venus in Pisces. So you're making a sacrifice here, but you're doing it for someone else. Now, how does this block shape the course of your life? Influence. Well, now you have Mercury in Libra. I'm not going to lie. I feel like with whatever energy is kind of disheartening, this isn't like all about you, right? Like this isn't all the best parts of you either. This is just an area that you feel blocked in or you're disheartened about. And in this particular area, however this is showing up in your life, or whatever it could be that's showing up in your life, I do feel like there's sort of a bit of like a be careful, because I'm just getting like a devil energy around this. Like be careful where you get information from, or it's difficult. There's something here about like when you're in this cage, you can't really see what's going on beyond it. And the cage could symbolize like a relationship that you were just completely consumed in right now, whether it's romantic with your kids, with your parents, your neighbor, your best friend, whatever, you know, whatever that could be. But it's like you do that because it is a sacrifice that you make. And then I feel like this consumption could, you know, it does have the potential to get the better of you here. What can you activate in your life right now? Friendship. Oh, I like that. That's Moon in Cancer. So you could get in some friends to help you right now. You could go out with some friends. I kind of like that, even just saying that, because if this is anything to do with a relationship, it does feel like it consumes you. But you're making the decision to do that or allow that to happen. Yeah, activate friendship in your life right now. The people that you can trust, the people that you feel comfortable and safe with. What can you, or how can you address your worries? Wow, you're the Sun in Taurus, acquisition. Your possessions. How do you move away from your worries right now? I don't want to tell anybody this, but it's not a message you think you would get from the universe. It's kind of like, what's that? Not emotional shopping. It's not, it's like retail therapy. I don't know. It feels like a retail therapy. Be very careful with that. Make them very small. You know, don't. That's never, I don't know. There's got to be something else there because retail therapy doesn't sound. I do want to say, like, there is something associated with, it is acquisition and the things that you see that you want to possess. I'm going to say some of you may be submersed in some sort of relationship here that it's not really for your good. I still, you know, I got to pull tarot cards out to see what exactly is going on here. But like, you know, this could be, you could be keeping yourself small. You could be, maybe your boss requires a lot of you right now and you're allowing that to happen. And, you know, but there could be a really dynamic relationship here for you to start investing in or building up in. Could be, you know, this could even be a commitment that you have to a parent or parents or your own children or child. It's just like you're making this sacrifice, but the sacrifice being made for someone else. So that's the thing to, you know, to remember there. How to address your worries to me is like, this is about like what you require, what you possess, what you want. What is it that you want? Right? Aries is I am. Taurus is I own. I possess. We got all these suns here. Okay, well, wait. First, oh, yeah. Okay. You have Saturn in Pisces. Loss. Some of you could be going through a relationship loss. And you've kind of like kept yourself behind closed doors. And I just kind of like a little bit worried about it with this card because it does feel like, well, you know what? I think if the devil's kind of getting into your head and then you exercise it properly and look at your shadow sides and how things have played out for you in relationships, how you were responsible in that as well as other people, but your responsibility is the only thing that you can really address and change, like the things that you, your own consequences, right? Like that's what you're going to deal with. Because when we get this into like moving into Libra energy, there is a balance there. And what I like here is that one of the underlines is again Libra, and it's the Sun in Libra with harmony. And then you got so many Sun cards. So I really do feel like you guys are also on the way to really like hitting a path here that's genuinely meant for you, where you're genuinely meant to grow and expand and live the way and how you are meant to be. So assertion with Sun and Aries, like, but you have to do something. Don't allow life to pick the flesh away of you completely here. You have like a really bright day on the other side of a loss. But I do see you being in the cage a little bit. Caging yourself up a little bit. Submission, the Nine of Swords, ooh, the Emperor, and the King of Swords. Shit. It's like being owned by something. What did you agree to? I just want to say, like, who and what did you agree to that's taken all your power away and giving you like a mental headache? The Emperor and the King of Swords here with submission. And what leads into it is the Nine of Swords. You've got to submit to something. It's like something has you by the short and curlies. Something holds your power. I don't know. Now I kind of get like this devil energy here, like how this starts to shape the course of your life. You could also start to see things through very negative eyes or a negative mindset. Again, it doesn't have to be your whole life. It's just something here where you, but it's powerful enough that it could affect more than one aspect of your life with that. Okay, as block is shaping the course of your life, you have influence. The Death card, the Lovers, ooh, and the Four of Wands. I'm going to tell you something here. Whatever's going on, it's going on in the right way. It's like there's some sort of divine order happening here. Yeah, because you're submitting, I want to say, to a power greater than you. Now, the funny thing is, it's not really coming up as anything. Oh, give me a second. The Emperor and the King of Swords. Like, I want to see, is this power that you're submitting to, is it greater than? It feels very earthly. It could be some sort of rules here, but you see, the funny thing is, these rules, regulations, facts, laws, whatever it could be, contracts, somehow divinity's working through it. And it's actually benefiting you to submit. Because this is giving you like a new lease on life. How this is showing up. And in I want to say partnerships, it could be that you've been through some really difficult ones. You've found yourself kind of intertwined in really negative karmic energies or karmic energies from past lives that you've been navigating and cleansing. You know, the more and more I say that, I just watch all these different sort of like historical documentary things. And there's been a few that I've watched in the last year, and I'm just watching the one on Cleopatra right now. But it's just so many of them. Like, it's just amazing, the history of humankind, right? Like siblings, backstabbing siblings and killing siblings and uncles, and like, and then I was watching the castles and throughout England and the UK, and just like uncles getting rid of nephews so that they could become king, and as Murphy, there's a lot of karma. And who knows what lives we've lived, right? So there's some heavy karma. And you talk about like all the different ways that humanity is like raped and murdered and enslaved each other. People wonder why life is not so easy at first. You can't just come in and go, oh, that was that life. This is this one. Oh, Lordy. So, you're submitting to a power greater than you. And this is about to have a very positive influence on your life. So, what can you activate in your life right now? Friendship. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, look, she's like behind the wall, just hearing the squirrels. Friendship, or it's friendship. The Nine of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Wands. Okay, I like this. I think you might have some new friendships coming in. I think this is also encouraging you to get out and maybe opportunities for friendship. And these opportunities for friendship might also, I think, help you see who you are from a different perspective. And why that's important, I don't know. But the Nine of Pentacles is here. So even if you're in some sort of a submission energy, you might be bored. You might be feeling a little bit complacent or even lazy about some areas of your life. But you may not be recognizing the areas of your life that you've really grown in. I feel like some new friendships could really give you a different perspective here. And I don't mean that you need a whole new perspective because you're really going in the wrong direction. I feel like maybe, well, I don't know that we're ever really going in the wrong direction. We're kind of like, even when we've gone down some hard roads, like I said, you learn about history and you just think, holy Jesus. If I've lived any life even near that, it explains a lot in this lifetime and shit that you've had to go through and clear up, right? So, yeah, this is, I want to say too, like maybe also understanding, well, once you've cleared that karma you have, and it's not an easy road to navigate and get out on the other end, but when you do, it might even be hard to believe that you have. So, okay, I like this too, because how can you address your worries? This is some sort of acquisition. It could, and it kind of feels like acquisition of people, right? Which I feel uncomfortable with, but because we're talking about friendship here, and just the way they have their arms interlinked, intertwined, it is like, I'm just kind of hearing bosom buddies, which is sort of nice. Not sort of nice, it is nice. The Seven of Wands, the Hermit, wait, and the Six of Cups. You could even run into someone you haven't seen in a while. You could be keeping yourself from meeting some new soulmates here. Yeah. I don't know. This is a very calm energy. Like that Gemini was a little intense. It was frustrating. The Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom. I feel like you have gone through some sort of loss here. Harmony's around the corner for you, but it's as if like you need to fight for this. And the fight though that you need to do at this point is asserting yourself. What is this that you submit to? Or if it is like something higher than you, like how is this coming through? All right, let's look. First, the submission card itself. The submission card. The Knight of Swords. Turn around and see that the door is open in the cage. So that was the Knight of Swords. And the first card we have here to clarify is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Page of Swords and the Devil. So your anxiety is that you kind of see the potential of the devil everywhere you look. You're on the watch out for the devil. I want to say too that I feel like you don't want to move quickly with anything because you are on the lookout for the devil. Like it's like your radar is set to devil mode. Looking for the devil, looking for toxic behavior, looking for any controlling, codependent behavior, looking for any bad habits, looking for any manipulation. Your guidance system is set for that. Be careful, because that's all you'll see. And then, of course, that's all you're manifesting. So I'm kind of getting this now. Because this feels controlling. That's what I'm like, gosh, you're submitting to this. It's giving you anxiety. But what's so weird to me is that, like, how it's shaping the course of your life is really good. So you've learned some lessons here. You understand that when I think too that anybody rules or takes some sort of power with an iron fist, and the only thing that they consider are the facts that lay in front of them. And these are, it's kind of like reverse engineer, right? Like creating things without the understanding of the emotional consequences and what is being created. You've learned some lessons there with that. Also has the feeling like give somebody an inch and they'll take a mile. The Emperor, the Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Aww. I want to say I kind of feel like there's this sense that you could run into people from your past that you don't get along with. There's a fear here that you could run into people from your past that you don't get along with, or there's even a fear that, you know, the new soulmates that are in alignment for you in the future, there's going to be conflict with those. I just feel like you've been through so much conflict and manipulation that you're really worried about that. The King of Swords. The Knight of Cups and the Strength card. Do you see? That's what I talked about. It's like this logical engineer energy that in the shadow where, you know, you create things without the emotional consequences of what is created, or the rules, the emotional consequences of certain rules too. This is like somebody that holds back any sort of emotion, any sort of feeling. They are just like cold and hard. You might even be worried about someone specifically. But this is working out into your favor. I like to say that. I really do. Because that's some tough energy, Cancer. Influence. This is, okay, this shaping your Hierophant. Oh, and it landed right on the Death card. I mean, you could have been in a relationship with a very controlling person here. And your eyes are peeled for anyone that wants to control you, own you. Just get that because the Devil's like offering a little thing of money here. anyone that feels like your sovereignty is somehow negotiable. Oh, that was for influence, but it did land on the death card. So the death card. So, but I do feel, so, but you are moving towards something nice. God help you. This is a general reading. Please don't walk into anything blindly without vetting it or checking out the red flags. Yeah. The death card. Oh. You have Judgment in the Ten of Pentacles. You have a new beginning coming here, Cancer. And I feel like, so you are sitting there going, like that. But it's good. You have a new beginning coming and it's feeling good. And it's nice, it's solid. It's so far it looks good. I'm just gonna say. And I'm saying that because with this energy here, like the Page of Swords is observant, is learning, is keeping an eye out, is watching. The Devil. Where is it? There they are. I see that behavior. I know this. The Lovers. I'm going to say you do have to be careful with that energy because you could read things that aren't there at that point. Like the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Oh, you were manifesting something. This is a whole new cycle. And if you won't move, it's pulling you in. It's going to find a way to get to you. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, like things have changed here now. Something has changed. And if I'm going to say that, right? Like, because what it feels like you're coming from was not good. But where you're going, it's like, and I'm kind of looking at this going, how is that possible? Because it looks like this is turning out really well. Well, if you've ended something that was very toxic, well, that's good. Because now that that's done, you can have better things. I mean, and that's how that could, like, how this toxic energy could shape the course of your life into something good. But honestly, like if you are still like hesitant or not sure if you want to move or do anything, share your energy, it's almost like the universe is going to find a way to pull you in and take you out of that. It's going to come up with a way. And in the Four of Wands, I do feel like too, the universe wants to say, hey, Cancer, we don't want you to even to exit this life with that energy, you know, like where you've come from. Can we show you something better? You're like, yeah, I don't trust you now. The Knight of Pentacles. The Four of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. This is a very like methodical. The universe is going to be methodical with you. Maybe you're even being methodical. Maybe. You're protective of your energy. I will say that. You're protective of your energy. And I think I want to say, and I'm going to say it's sad, but it's not like sad that I feel sorry for you. It's sad that life kind of comes to this sometimes for people where I do feel like you are kind of looking at things through maybe even the trauma that you've been through, right? And what you know, even maybe too, like how, because the devil can show up one way and end up a completely other way. Then you have friendships. Nice. Oh, there's that Three of Wands. See, I told you the universe is going to get you out somehow. And it might be through friends. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there might be some type of romantic connection for you down the road. And I don't think it could take you there right away. And I feel like there's maybe even like you meeting new people, new friends here is the first step. And getting you out of the, like, is the devil there? I see the devil. It's the devil in you. It's like somebody who went to Bible camp for way too many years and I don't see the devil's in you. Oh. Friendship. Oh, the Ten of Cups is so nice. That is so nice. Okay, I like this for you, Cancer, because I feel like even through I feel like some sort of romantic connection. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that this is your reading if you are in a romantic connection now. And it's toxic as shit and you're hoping things get better. I think this is something else because there's a death card here. There's an ending and a rebirth. Literally the death card in Judgment. I don't know. I'm just trying to, give me a second here. I'm trying to. The only way I could see that could work. I mean, and this is just a general reading. But the only way I could see that would work is if your relationship is being influenced by an outside source. Like, if you can't clear up an argument or a disagreement, or I mean a difference in opinion between you and your partner because of like negative influence from your parents, his or her parents, I don't know, people getting involved. That's just looking at these cards, that would be the one thing that I think could be. And it could even be maybe you need new friends in your relationship. Okay, because I know some of you come here in relationships, you're like, what the hell does this mean? And it could, and this might not even be about your romantic relationship then. But maybe you're just worried about friendship connections. Like maybe you've been burned by some friends here that have been really, really toxic. But this is nice. So I do want to say, like, if this is a new romantic relationship for you down the road, or you're already in a romantic relationship, and I've said how I think this could work. If that relationship's not working, it's kind of dependent upon, there's some sort of outside source here that's making it toxic, then I could see this getting a lot better. But this is built on friendship. This is really built on, so this is a relationship that's built on friendship first than anything else. And growing together, building happiness together. So then you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Wands. So it is even kind of thinking about, well, how do you get beyond that wall? And I want to say the wall kind of represents the cage in here. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Page of Cups, the Tower, and then the Five of Swords. I do feel like there's something here about like keeping your dreams small and just like kind of like bringing that whole concept down, eliminating it. Allow yourself to have bigger dreams here. Or even, don't even like walk out the door with any dreams or any. Just like with an open mind. The Hanged Man, an open perspective too, like with the Hanged Man. The Ace of Cups. Yes, be surprised what you'll see. You'd be surprised what you see, but because this is, right? Oh, I see the devil. I see the potential for the devil. I see for control, for manipulation. The Three of Wands. The universe is going to pull you in. Yeah. Oh, look it. The Seven of Cups in the World. Like the end to any confusion, end to like feeling like you have more choices than you know what to do with, end of not really sure where you should go with something. The universe, I'll tell you, is pulling in an end to confusion for you. And confusion could even be something that like maybe people have left you confused in the past. And that's also part of one aspect of feeling manipulated or controlled. Like, that's so nice. This reading is really nice, Cancer. But I don't want to say that the energy that kind of blocks you is nice. There's definitely almost like maybe even some sort of psychological warfare, PTSD or... So the acquisition, I'm going to be honest, like you got the Seven of Wands there. It's the first card. All right. This is how you can address your worries. Stand above your defenses. Stand above your defenses, right? Stand at the Seven of Wands. She's like standing. She's not blocking herself off with the wand. She's standing above them. Allow opportunities to come your way. Could be, I don't know. Could be like someone from the past too. Because the Hermit like can represent someone you haven't seen in a long time. And then Seven of Cups, someone from your past. And I'm going to admit, I worry for you on that because you have this Emperor energy with the Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. The history here doesn't like feel great. The Seven of Wands. The Knight of Wands and the Two of Swords. Look at things head on. Look at things head on. Stand above your defenses. That's how you can address your worries. When you do that, I just feel like with the Knight of Wands and the Two of Swords, it's even perhaps trying to see if like somebody is trying to play you, if somebody is, you know, in it for their own gratification. With the Two of Swords, you know, how do you see this? I think it's just like to look at something head on. The Hermit. The Five of Pentacles and the Lovers. This is someone you haven't seen in a while. Oh my gosh. Is there anything else? That's it. Jeez. I thought I was calling something out for this acquisition card, and I didn't. Well, before I do the Six of Cups, let me see. The acquisition card. Oh, weird. The High Priestess. Well, you're going to have some faith in the universe. I think I'm going to say what that is, like everything that I've kind of talked about earlier on in this reading, like, you know, like the karma, like when you start looking back at history and the things that have happened and the betrayals and the murder and like all of that, that is so much energies from our past. And it's not to look at what you've been through. Now, people, what I'm about to say, some people will immediately say, nobody has to be born into this life and be treated like that. No, not the conscious human mind, but it's like there's energies, you know, I mean, if you've done people wrong, or you've not learned certain lessons about being taken advantage of, or, you know, you've tried to take advantage of people in past lives and that, it's got to get cleared up. So the universe is not one to put blame on anybody. The universe is just like, this is weighs this much and this weighs that much. And right now it's like this. So, whoa, when you get it there, all of a sudden the universe is like, okay, we're walking new paths here. Let's try that. And that, like, I feel like with the high priestess, and when I say like having some faith here about your future, is to try to look at it in terms of karmas that maybe you've needed to appease, to balance from past lives, and you've done it. So now you're not taking it with you. It's not the universe trying to punish you. It's the universe just saying, like, as a judge, like with the scale, well, this has to be balanced. I mean, I can't just all of a sudden give you all of this because you don't understand it. Like, you have to work through it to understand it from often both angles. Like, people will live lives where they were brutally abused mentally, physically, emotionally, and then they'll live the alternative life where they are doing that to others. And so I would say, like, look at it that way. Try to. I'm not really sure what this is. Six of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. I kind of say, I feel like the Six of Cups is somebody, I don't know if this person was not available at some point, because the King of Wands is pretty much the most independent spirit in the like, as kings. So very independent spirit, but with the Three of Swords, there's some sort of heartbreak here. There could be some sort of heartbreak that somebody feels over you. It might be you feeling over them. Oh, Lord, Cancer. I don't know. I finished your reading. And I feel like I'm with Cancer. I'm just like staying in the cage. Like, I'm just going to stay here. It seems like a good place to be. But you see, that's the thing. You can do that. The universe is coming up with a way to get you out. Oh, Lordy. Harmony. You have harmony and assertion. You have the Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know, if you're worrying about your own success, it looks pretty successful. Again, right? This reading. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's weird. It's like, I'm seeing somebody who's starting to paint for the first time and they don't really know the process, and they like all the colors, right? So they've mixed all the colors together, and you end up with this canvas of like browns and blacks, and it's just like muddy, which kind of becomes this energy over here where you're like, I don't think I want to paint anymore. But it's almost as if to say, well, if you stand back and you realize that the process of understanding, muddying up all of those paints makes you appreciate the unique qualities of each color and how certain ones come together really nicely. And there's boundaries in like how much you can overmix all of these possibilities. You have to like respect those. I mean, now, like, because, right, like, it's almost like, well, now you can create a perfect piece of artwork. But I'm seeing a foundation here, or not necessarily a foundation. It is a foundation of, well, to build on, but it is a foundation of experience and growth. Yeah, I see there. So Cancer, I'm going to go do the extended Cancer. I'm just going to prepare you for it too. I'm using the Kippa. And they've been something, these messages. Oh, Lordy, you have adjudication. What do you have? You have so much. Courtship, imprisonment, thoughts, thief, message, false person, bad health, adjudication. Oh my God. This is another, like, it's like courtship can turn into imprisonment. And then thoughts, I want to say thoughts of thief, maybe thoughts of escape. Messages from false people, false friends, giving you bad health, mental health, and then you need the Judge. That's just the pre-shuffle before we get into the actually extended. So I'm going to use that and tarot. Cancer, my dear friends, until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.